Hey everybody, this is Mark Saunders with Saunders Realty and Saunders Property Management here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So towards the end of 2020, I made this video giving you my predictions, my three predictions, what I thought would happen in the real estate market in 2021. Well, here we are towards the end of November 2021. I thought it would be fun to kind of go back and rewatch the prediction video, see if I was close, way off, or how the year ended up. I'm gearing up probably next month. I'll do a predictions 2022 video because I feel like there's going to be a lot of things happening in the real estate market nationwide, but definitely here in North Carolina and our local market. So let's jump right into it. We will play, I'll skip around parts of the video to my predictions, and then let's review. Let's see if I was close or if I was completely off. Moving more towards a buyer's market, meaning there's more inventory going to be on the market that are available for buyers to pick from. We have been working through record lows of inventories, and if you've been trying to buy a house, you know what it's been like. If a house hits the market, you better be at the house as soon as it goes on the market because there's multiple offers. It's very rush. I feel like you're definitely going to see more inventory going on the market, which is going to help turn this market more towards a buyer's market. We might already. Okay, prediction one was we were going to see more of a move to a buyer's market. We are seeing that a little bit. Actually, the screen that I'm sharing here shows you our inventory levels in our local MLS. And I have to say, this has taken a little bit longer. This has been one red hot seller's market in our area and across the country. But if you look, inventory levels have been going up in our area. They kind of hit a low in March of 1,847 homes, which is ridiculous low for the size of the population. This number includes Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point, and all the towns around it. But if you look, our inventory has actually been tracking up. We've had about 4 to 5 months of increased inventory on our market. All the way up till the end of October, we're seeing 2,517 houses on the market. That is still way too low for as big of an area that we have, but we are seeing inventory going up. So this is showing that this is slowly turning to a buyer's market. Now that the eviction moratorium, which I'm going to talk about here in just a little bit, was another prediction of mine, I think we're going to start seeing inventory go up even higher. On the flip side of that, usually when inventory goes up, the the sales price will go down. So if we look at the average sales price in our area, it's kind of leveling off. We're at $237,000. It's up 12% from the same time last year. But look at this jump that we've been seeing with all this inventory being so low. Prices just went straight up. We're starting to see that level off. It's going to be interesting to see if that starts coming down. So prediction number one, I was pretty close. We are seeing it turn more to a buyer's market. And I think the feeling that I'm getting now is we're going to start really seeing that speed up in the near future. My second prediction is going to be what in the world is the long-term effect of COVID and some of these policies that have been coming out throughout this whole pandemic. So I feel like you're going to see the possibility of a wave, a tsunami of evictions and foreclosures that are kind of snowballing and backing up in the court system. So, well, we definitely nailed this one because yes, we have seen a huge wave of evictions once the moratorium expired. The moratorium expired in September, towards the end of September 2021. And so, yeah, we saw a lot of the evictions going through there. You're actually seeing a lot of homeowners in forbearance. Here's a recent article, 3 weeks old. Over 1 million mortgages are still in forbearance. That's the highest number since the financial crisis. Actually, if you look at 40, here's another article, 40 cities that could be looking at a housing crisis. Number 11 shows up to be my area of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So total 108,000, over 108,000 housing units, 2.7% are 30 to 89 days delinquent. So we do see the possibility of a lot of foreclosures, which if that happens, that's going to push that inventory level up. Prices will start dropping and we will see a big correction in the real estate market. Now, here's the one thing that the people that are possibly looking at foreclosures have going for them. Real estate market values have really gone up over the past year. So chances are that their house is worth more than they owe on it. So what the banks, I feel like a lot of the banks are going to do, since their collateral, the house, is not worth more than the mortgage, then they'll allow a lot of homeowners to put that balance that's in forbearance on the back of the mortgage, restructure their loan, and just move forward. So that's hopefully a good sign. But my fear with that is if prices start really dropping, banks will be a lot less likely to do that, and they will foreclose on the property to go ahead and get their money out of the property to reduce their liability and their risk associated with that. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. If they start foreclosing, values will really start dropping. Buyers will have a lot more houses to pick from. So I think we definitely nailed that prediction about the mortgages and the foreclosures. So the federal government passed the law. You cannot start the foreclosure or the eviction process until January 2021. So I do predict that the government is going to change that. They're going to extend it probably till June or July of 2021. And so like I said, they extended the moratorium till the end of September. So I only missed that one by a few months. My third prediction for real estate in 2021 is inflation. And this is something that's very rarely talked about. I don't hear it covered very much. And the matter of fact, the government has reports that's come out that says from January or July 2019 to July 2020, inflation only went up 1%. Now, what is inflation? So definitely nailed this one. So no one was really talking much about inflation the end of 2020. Now it seems like it's everywhere. So the U.S. inflation rate is now over 5%. This is why I think we're heading for rough times for the real estate market. Usually when inflation kicks in, real estate prices and commodities, food, everything else will go up in value. It's going to be interesting to see, because I have read many articles that says the reason interest rates are not going up like they should is the U.S. government has so much debt that if inflation, the interest rates go over 4 to 5%, then the U.S. really can't pay back the debt that is already accumulated. And that makes sense, because think about it. We've just gone through probably the longest positive market we've ever had, over 10 years of really good growth, but interest rates never went up. Why is that? One reason I think is because the debt level. I mean, the U.S. has so much debt and they continue to print money. The reason, really the only setback that I see to help cool off some of this inflation is raising interest rates, which is, I think, going to happen. So anytime you raise interest rates, that's going to narrow the pool of buyers that can buy in this real estate market. So very high prices, more money, more expense for the money to buy a house could mean that we're in for a rough time. Add on top of that, the foreclosures and all that could possibly be coming if the real estate market starts dropping. So I feel like right now in the real estate market, like I said, I'm going to make an in-depth prediction video for next year. I feel like if we were on an airplane, the fasten seatbelt sign has popped on, and we need to buckle in, because it's going to get very, very interesting in this real estate market. I'd love to know your thoughts. Tell me what you think about the prediction video that I made, and if it came out to be pretty good. I think we were pretty close, but let me know your thoughts. Where do you see the real estate market going in 2022? And where do you see all of this going? Because there's a lot of things going on. Need to pay attention to see what is happening out there. Would love to know your thoughts, comments. Leave them below. Thanks.